The food she gave him cost her almost everything, but it gave him a future worth $47 million. Aaliyah was black, just 10 years old, standing behind a broken food stall. Across the street, a poor boy watched her through hunger and shame. Her family barely ate once a day, but every morning, she packed one extra meal, not for herself, for him. She slid the food through the fence. Day after day, week after week, 6 months, no cameras, no praise, no thank you. People warned her, why? Help him? He's not your problem. She fed him anyway. Then one day, he was gone. Before leaving town, the boy turned back, eyes full of tears, and said words no one believed. One day, when I'm rich, I'll come back and marry you. Everyone laughed. But years later, he came back, and nobody was laughing anymore. This story began in a small town where poverty lived quietly and kindness often went unnoticed. Aaliyah lived with her mother in a one-room home behind their tiny food stall. The stall sold simple meals, rice, beans, bread, nothing special. Just enough to survive. Some days customers ignored her. Some days they talked down to her. Some days they acted like she wasn't even there. Being black in that town meant learning early how to stay invisible. But Aaliyah's mother taught her one rule. If someone is hungry, we feed them, even if we have little. Across the street lived Daniel. He was white, poor, alone. His parents had left town looking for work and never came back. He slept wherever he could, surviving on scraps and hope. Every day he stood near the fence, watching Aaliyah's stall. He never asked, never begged, just watched. One afternoon, Aaliyah noticed him shaking. She grabbed a plate, wrapped it carefully, and walked toward the fence. "You hungry?" she asked softly. Daniel hesitated. Shame burned his face. Then he nodded. She passed the food through the fence. He stared at it like it was gold. "Why?" he asked. "Why me?" Aaliyah shrugged. "Because you're hungry." That day became the first of many. Every morning, she packed an extra meal. Some days it meant she ate less. Some days it meant she didn't eat at all. People noticed. "You're wasting food." "He's not your responsibility. Help your own first." But Aaliyah kept feeding him. 6 months passed. Daniel grew stronger, smiled more, talked about dreams. "I'll be rich one day," he said once, half joking, half desperate. "And when I am, I'll come back and marry you." Aaliyah smiled politely. She didn't believe him. Life had taught her better. Then one morning, Daniel didn't show up. Days passed, weeks, no goodbye, no note, just silence. Life didn't get easier for Aaliyah. Her mother fell sick, bills piled up, the stall barely survived. Some customers refused to be served by a black girl, others underpaid, banks denied loans. Dreams were postponed, then forgotten. That promise? It became a quiet memory, not something she expected to come true, just something that reminded her she once believed in kindness without conditions. Years passed. Aaliyah grew into a woman who worked hard and expected little from life. Until one afternoon, everything changed. A sleek black car stopped near the stall. People stared. A man stepped out. Sharp suit, confident walk, eyes scanning the place like he was searching for something. He walked straight toward Aaliyah. "You don't remember me," he said gently. She looked at him, confused. Then he smiled. "I was hungry. You fed me." Her hands froze. "Daniel," she whispered. He nodded. Years ago, Daniel left town with nothing but determination. He worked construction, studied at night, faced rejection after rejection, racism, poverty, closed doors. But he never forgot the girl who fed him, when no one else would. "I did it," he said quietly. "I became rich." People gathered. Daniel pulled out a ring. "I promised I'd come back. Not because of money, but because you saw me when I was invisible." Tears filled Aaliyah's eyes. The same people who once mocked her kindness stood silent. Aaliyah said yes, not because he was rich, but because he remembered. Daniel didn't just return for love, he rebuilt the stall, funded scholarships, fed people for free, every year on the same day she first fed him. The town learned a lesson it never forgot. Kindness doesn't disappear. It waits. And sometimes, it comes back richer than anyone imagined. If this story moved you, remember, what you give when you have little can change a life forever. Subscribe for more real emotional stories about dignity, justice, and humanity. Because some promises are worth waiting for.